Okay, so today we're going to talk about, as you know, I invite you to be as part of the Graceful Womanhood. And today is going to be a very general presentation about the 8 steps to have a better life. And I want you taking a journey of see this in a very different perspective. I want you take the time as well to think about you, think what you're doing right now, think about these 8 steps. And the idea of this group is to every single time, every single presentation, workshop, we dip a little bit into different subjects. And the one today is very much a summary of many things that's important. And the idea, once again, once we go monthly by monthly, maybe quarterly, I don't know, just, it's just an initial plan, we can get to know each other a little bit better and focus on particular subjects, okay? So I want you to think about it. Why do some people succeed while others fail? And when I say succeed, I want to think about what successful means to you, because success means many things to many people. Some people could be, I want to have a marriage life, I want to have children, I want to have a very nice career, I want to travel the world, I want to, I don't know, have a bigger house, I don't know. It couldn't be anything, right? But what successful means to you, and what exactly means fails to you. And I know that's hard not to, but when you compare yourself to other people, you shouldn't, but we are human and we're weak and we tend to compare. What's the point on the successful people you find interesting? Okay. And what's failure to you? So take this 1 hour and to really to really think about all those points.
If you've got the camera closed.
Johanna, can you just remove your noise, please?
Yeah, I'm having difficulties getting on and all kinds of things. Okay.
Just remove your noise, otherwise we can hear you in the background. Okay. So the next question is, why do some people are happy while others are sad? And then when we think about the word happy, is the same thing. What's happy means to you? It could be an easy life, a difficult life, could be, once again, you be satisfied with your relationship, be happy with your career, be happy as a mother. And then what exactly that means, and happy can be so many things. And then even this morning, I was, pondering again about those questions. And I think one important element that, we tended to put a happy outside of us, and actually happy something inside of us. And then one question that you can also reflect as well. Have you think about how much do you love yourself? Or do you love yourself? Or do you think that love yourself, love your family is part of being happy? So I want you to think about those points as well as we go in today. And then what sad means, could be a very basic things, but maybe for you something particular, right? And I want you to, after those 2 questions, I want you to think what makes them so different? What make those people that we look to them and we see them as successful, we look to them and see them happy, and we see them like, oh, they have a nice life. not that we're jealous, but how they inspire us, maybe. And if they not inspire us, what feelings we have. And if you look in all those feelings and sensations and things that go around your mind right now, what's make who you are? You know, what the relationships you have every day, what kind of habits, routine, what kind of vices and virtues you have, what kind of things that you do that makes you happy. You know, could be anything, painting, listen music, working, walking with the dog, play with your children. Of course, all of us are very unique and like different tastes, but have a think about it. Maybe not necessarily you have the time to think now, to think about all those topics, all those questions, but, you know, script down and maybe, you know, have a thoughts in few words come to your mind, but maybe later on you can come back and reflect about it. And I'm just gonna talk a little bit about me. I know some of you know me very well, others don't know me yet, others just know me because of LinkedIn or, you know, or different groups. But basically, I've been running marketing brand agents for the past 15, 17 years, something like that. Run the agents, doing a lot of marketing, branding, teaching 2 different universities, workshop all over. And then during COVID, I helped a lot of women in business. I mentoring them. It was very interesting experience coaching them. And then more and more, I realized that I want to do this even more. And part of it is because the picture over there is my mom, and basically I realized that, you know, my mom could have a much better life if she had the right environment, the right people, the right education, everything that she couldn't have it. And then I decided to create this Graceful Womanhood to maybe promote that, maybe give a little bit of more something different, provide something that is quite unique, that we have opportunity to gathering together, exchange knowledge, learning something new, learning a different topic, just not necessarily about business, but about women, about things that's important to us. And this is something that I find, you know, I'm passionate about it, and I'm going to look to push this more and more. And that's the reason I create Graceful Womanhood. And I'll give you more information later on, but just to give you an overview about me and my new purpose in a way. And then since I'm sharing with you who I am and what I'm planning to do right now, I want you to think about those questions and where you are in life right now, which stage you are in life, because all of us going through different journeys, right? And who are you? Which journey are you right now? What's your purpose? Are you happy? Are you successful? Are you satisfied? You planning something, you're not planning, you go in a sabbatical, what you want. And it's very much to think about those points, and then maybe along the next few weeks, we plan something together, okay? And one thing that I realized through this journey of coaching, mentoring, helping, learning, training, workshop, I realized that we always have problems, we always have challenges, but it's very difficult to solve the problem at the same level of thinking that we were when we create those problems. Since somehow when we have a problem or a challenge, we're not able to see through. So we need help, either friend, colleague, I don't know, maybe a partner, or maybe a coach or a mentor, to give these outside information to make us move away from the problem. Sometimes the solution is in front of us, but we are so part of the problem that we don't see it. And sometimes we create a problem that even exists. So once again, this is the idea of being part of a community that we can bounce back ideas and help each other. And if you have any questions, hold on to your questions. Towards the end, I'm gonna say, be on camera again, you know, come up and ask a few questions, okay? So these 8 steps of better life, I created through my own experience and also by talking with different people. And also I wrote a book with a group of ladies. So I have to, you know, really thought about things that make a massive change in my life for the better and help me and help also some of my clients move on to a better life. And I believe the first one is coming from reflecting. And why reflecting? We live in such a fast-paced world. You know, we always running, we always doing something. I don't know how's your life, but very much you wake up in the morning, you might drop the kids and you go to work and you come back and get the kids, you cook dinner, you have a couple of maybe half an hour, 1 hour to read something, and then you sleep and we start it again. And sometimes you don't have the kids, but you're still busy with gym, friends, whatever. So we have such, you know, fast pace that we don't have the time sometimes to see it and really reflect what's good and bad, what happened around us, what's opportunities, what's society providers, what is the financial goods, family, emotional. If we feel that we're failing, if we feel pain, if we feel fear, if we feel that we move towards some vices or we became more virtuous person. So it's quite good that time to time, let's say maybe once a month, reflect where we are and where we want to go. And of course, all of us would be good and bad and the ugly in our life. And the idea is to really thinking about all the possibilities. And one thing that I keep in people, I listen people say all the time, oh, I don't want to do this because it's impossible. I don't want to, you know, go there because it's something is always impossible. And I don't believe that nothing's impossible. I believe that very much I am possible. We possible of create anything we wanted as long we have the mentality, as long we plan. And I go further on the details, but the idea right now is trying to remove all the negative words that you're using, all the negative phrases and statement that you say to yourself that is not true. Also, the word no. I know a lot of people say no quite a lot. No, not now. No, no, not yet. Maybe, you know, we should just eliminate the word no. Why not? You know, why not yes? And also, if someone say no to you for whatever reason, if it's a project-based, you know, a job or an invitation, whatever, you need to think is about the next opportunity. Is no now, but maybe could be yes later. So have all these very positive mindset. Maybe just not the right time. And that's it, you know. I don't know about you, but many things happened in my life. At the time that happened, I was devastated. But when I look back, it was the best thing that happened in my life. I'm like, I'm glad that horrible thing happened that time because of a massive learning curve. So we need to think about that as well, that no could be a huge opportunity for something much bigger. Okay. An opportunity is nowhere or maybe is now here. So we need to think there is opportunity everywhere. We just need to look at it. And sometimes we might need a little bit of a help to guide us to see the opportunity next door. And remember, our lives is very much, you know, blank canvas. We can create new things every day. And the second step is for better life is coming from decision. Because I believe after you reflect about all the good and the bad, and you starting realizing, all those things that's good for you, you have to make a decision. And then I know that when we small as a child, we need to very much be, part of our family, and we need to deal with maybe your parents, and you up to 18, 19, 20, maybe we ask them, how can I make this decision? What do you think about this decision? But actually, when you're over 20, it's in your terms, it's your decision. So you need to be practical. If you have a problem, how can I solve this problem? And do it. And then I really believe in set deadlines, because if you don't put a date, never get done. And if I'm not able to do it, who is able to help me? Who is able to come and solve my problem? Because otherwise you can carry that problem for years. Because you suddenly, it's just like, oh no, tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So the better you make a decision, the quicker you solve your life, the quicker you have a better life. And remember, you can do what you love when you want to do it, as long as you make a decision. Also, better lives come from the first step, comes from actions. You make a reflection, you decide what's good for you through the decisions. Now it's action time. So really implement what's good. And only you going to know what's good for you. Only you going to know what's that particular thing that you need to do right now to make a change. Is a new routine, new habit, new course, new friends, start exercise, be a freelancer, starting a business, new job, I don't know, new kids, get married, look into your virtues, I don't know, but as soon as that you make the decision, that's the thing that you need to do it, act on it, don't wait. And you see from the action, you're gonna build the momentum, and you feel, wow, this is happy, and this is happening, and you're gonna see a massive change. And when we see changes in our lives, we feel that we are moving. We feel that, we have a better life. Actually, now I'm doing this. Have you noticed when you meet your friend and they say, oh, I'm starting this course, the enthusiasm, the exciting, because they had an idea, they implementing it, they go through the actions. So I know looking from outside sounds sometimes difficult. We have the resistance, or should I do or should not do it? The fear of, try and you might be failure, but just go for it. And even to starting floss your teeth. And as women, I find very important also understand our cycle and work towards our cycle. Don't know if you know about cycle, but I'm planning also to having a particular class just about that, because I find fascinated how much we know our cycle change our life for better. One important aspect is that all of us, include myself, sometimes, not always, we stay on the comfort zone. We stay there in a very comfortable bed. And we really much enjoy the coziness and everything. And when I say comfort zone, I say you do everything, the same thing every day, and everything, it's okay. You go to work, or you're running a business, I don't know, you have a family, everything is okay. You tick the box, you pay the bills, you go on holiday, maybe you do a little bit shopping, maybe you study, maybe you go to a retreat, maybe you go to a pilgrimage, I don't know. But it's nothing outside your comfort zone. You are happy, but you're not. You kind of, sometimes you have a self-conversation That's it. That's it. Is anything else happening? Is I meant to be doing this only? So I believe we should push it. It's not that we need to go drastic move and do things, oh my gosh, and be so super stressed and overwhelmed. But we need to try to move 1% of outside our comfort zone, a little step. Try to meet new people, try to do different things, trying to look to figure out, because we are born on this world for more, to be better person, to be virtuous, to meet and to travel. We can't just live the same life and expect different results. You're going to have that. So you need to go where the magic happens, outside of the comfort zone. And only you know where is your comfort zone. Only you know where's the outside. And as I say, you don't need to go very far, but 1%, maybe make a list and look, I'm going to do a small action. I'm going to make this decision, and I'm going to make this small action and see what happens. And I'm sure you're going to feel so much better. Better lives coming from health, self-responsibility, and planning. Why I'm talking about self-responsibility? Because some people tend to blame everybody else for their lives. Oh, my life this way because of the government. Oh, my life this way because of my children. My life is because of my dog or my family or this or that. No, I'm gonna be very cruel and honest with you. Your life is like that because of you. So we are responsible for our actions. We are responsible for everything around us. We are totally in control, apart from, let's say, health issues. But if there is no health element, we are the one that go and work. We are the one that go and study. We are the one that move towards something. If we don't do that, therefore, everything rely on us. So we need to have sometimes be accountable for our own actions and be responsible. And maybe your life right now is perfect. Great. Maybe your life right now is not that perfect yet. You don't have the better life yet that you wanted. You can start it tomorrow, maybe do a course after work, maybe go to a network, maybe going travel, maybe, have a priority in relation to money and say, I want to save it for the next 9 months so I can, do things that I never done before. You will know what's your priority. You just need to plan it now and say, I know I reflected, I made a decision, I know which actions I'm going to take, and this is my priority that I'm going to plan towards it. So you have everything in your power to do it. Of course, you maybe need a little bit more time, maybe a little bit more help, but you are in a world right now full of opportunities. Fifth step, better lives coming from have emotional control. Of course, emotional control is not something easy. We are human, we are weak. As women, we tend to be even more emotional than men, which could be a good thing, but sometimes a bad thing, because we're empathetic, we feel it more, and it's hard to have emotion balance. It's hard to look for things and not be empathetic, or not to be upset, or when you feel that you're not appreciated, why you're not appreciated, when things are not done in a way that you expect, and all of that. Of course, there is different levels of emotion, different levels of maturity, different levels of understanding the person. But we need to really focus and understand our own emotions. We really need to understand what's good and not good for us. We needed to establish boundaries. And I don't know about you, but sometimes we do things that we don't like to please people and think, why I done that? Why I have done such a thing? And, I please that person, but actually I'm dying inside. I'm not feeling well. And I'm not saying that you need to be mean. I'm not saying that, you have to be completely selfish. I'm saying, try to identify and understand your own emotion. Therefore, you better to deal with other people. Also, try to understand as well, put yourself in someone else's position. Try to understand what they come from. Sometimes it's very difficult exercise because we only see from our perceived view. Oh yeah, I think he's done or she done or whatever person done that, done because of. No. There is different angles, there is different perception. Maybe you haven't seen all the situations, all the possibilities. And also, some psychologists say don't look on the rational explanation for those actions. But I think it's important to look for the rational, but also look at the emotion. You can't just suppress emotion, but also you can't just be like a child and put emotion. So it's once again, maturity would give you the best of the situation. Also, like everyone say, think twice before take any action when you in those kind of difficult emotion and difficult situation. Try to remove as possible judgment or prejudice against the person. Give yourself a time. As you know, some situation can make us, utterly angry, utterly, out of control in a way. And the best thing is try to hold all the emotions, reflect about it, and then act. Be positive. And one good thing is, I know there's a lot of people likes to complain. And I don't think complaining is a good thing because not taking anything. I think we need to be very practical on the complaint. And one good thing that I learned is accept your problems. So accept my problems. And when I say accept your problems, not mean being denial of your problem or be miserable or be completely like, oh, this is the problem that I have right now and be a victim. No, this is the problem that I'm faced right now. Is challenges, difficult, but this is the problem. That's it, full stop. I deal with it and I move it. So nobody needs to know about your problem. You don't need to share, make everyone's miserable about your problem. But once you accept it, understand, things get much easier instead of starting questions. Why this happened with me? What, we can go on and on about that. And the most important aspect about the emotional control, if you don't do it, maybe you want to do it, is dedicate part of yourself, part of the day to think about what done during the day. It's very much, a journaling or exam of a conscience that you can thinking, actually, I could behave in a better way. I could done a different way. Or I done, I'm quite impressed of myself. I managed to remain quiet in that horrible situation. But you only know that you're progressing on that if you really starting to notice your behavior daily. Otherwise, you're not going to have the emotion control, and maybe possibly you're not going to change, and then could be a chaotic life. And I'm saying that because I done loads of work with emotion control, and was powerful for my changes, the way that I do it things now. So that's the reason I mentioned here as better life on the 5 steps. And I think if any of you here, I'm sure some of you are mothers, having children, we need to have even better emotion control, because then we're dealing with people from outside our family, children, work, husband. So it's a great asset. Better lives coming from have experience and resilience. And I believe more experience we have in life, either good and bad, really provide us with a different aspect of seeing difficulties, pleasure, also meeting people, and really define us as a person through our own experience. And I would suggest to you go back as well and make a list of the good and bad experience that you had in your life, and maybe trying to look what the experience that most changed you as a person, what experience that you can think right now that was kind of was a breakthrough moment that you remember very clear, that was massive challenge, but it was a good one, or that was beautiful experience. I was thoroughly happy about it. So which kind of experience that you had in your life that make who you are today? And what's the emotions you had at the time? How were feeling? What kind of experience was? And did those experiences help with your resilience as well? Some people do this in a weekly basic or monthly basic, just to really, for personal development and self-learning, and to understand the process of changing. Because as you know, through life, we change so much. We change taste of clothes, change of taste of music, we change friends sometimes, we change visuals inside of a house. And I at least me, I can see a couple of moments in my life that I had this kind of, oh, this doesn't serve me anymore, I need something else, I'm a different person. And of course you can do it by yourself. Maybe a friend could help. You can sit with a friend and do this kind of exercise. Or if you need a coach, a therapist, of course, if you have something traumatic, then of course looking for an expert on that. But I think it's very helpful having those knowledge and having those tools so you can use it yourself. Better life comes from consistency. And despite my life personally, I being a very consistent, non-consistent, and now consistent person. And I always been trying to be, of course, all of us are different. Some people more creative, some people doesn't like to be consistent, maybe doesn't like to be a very organized and ordered person. But I believe consistency give us the resource to be better. And consistency make who we are. It's just like to make a cake. When you make a cake first time around, you might not find easy. It's the first time you follow the recipe, you do the cake seems okay. Oh, I should done less flour, more flour, sugar, or less time in the oven, more time in the oven. You kind of, yeah, it's kind of okay. Second time, you do a little bit better. Third time, got one point that you don't look the recipes anymore. And you just having the perfect cake. And the perfect cake come from consistency. And it's the same thing when we see, a musician or someone, let's go to the gym, and you think, wow, you're so fit. Oh yeah, but maybe I've been going to the gym for 2 years. Oh, you're so good at with work. Well, you've done this for so many years. You're not even, it's seamless, it's perfect. So consistency coming perfect. So we need to have this consistency if we need to change ourselves for good, for have a better life. And could be anything. It could be, that we want to learn something good or something different, a sport, a routine, be a better mother, work in a professional way. And all those things demands consistency, demands time, and it's not easy. It's much, it's easier actually to start something and give up halfway. So when you put a consistency, you almost have to go through all the hard elements and the boring down and everything, but you know that despite we are all different, if we have that in ourselves, we have the best results. And it's very important that, our thoughts also can help with consistency. And if we believe through that process, it's going to help us to have a better life, a better person, and it's going to help us move forward. It's more helpful. And also, everyone's here is different. So you need to think what's consistent is good for you. It's not everything, but which elements could be very powerful, and you can start in do it today, and you're gonna continue do it tomorrow. Better lives comes from faith, and just not faith, but faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith in a journey that's lines ahead, is faith that gives you strength, resilience, determination to overcome any challenge that's coming your way. I believe when you have faith in yourself, you tap into, your inner power, your instincts, you make bolder decisions, you embrace unique talents. People kind of, the thing is, when you have faith, it's kind of give you the confidence that people say, oh, you're so confident. Oh, you're going to do that. You believe in that. They say a couple of things that you don't expect they say to you, but just because you believe in yourself. But faith is go even much beyond just believing in yourself, because faith encompasses having something greater than yourself. Faith in God. And then if some of you don't believe in God, but believe in a higher power, universe, doesn't matter. There's something much bigger that guides us here and provides these sort of, I say it's kind of a cushion. Whatever you're going to happen, whatever you're going to do it, it's going to hold you. It's going to stay, it's going to be ground you there. And this gives you a massive strength to you and say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to move myself outside my comfort zone because I believe in me and I believe that I'm going to be supported. And of course, all of us here, and I'm sure we are body, spiritual, and mental. So we are fully connected, and we need those elements to be feel complete aligned, and to feel that though what we're doing today on a daily basis, if we don't have this deep connection, it's almost you feel empty. Feel that something's missing. And with the faith inside of us, give this extra strength, extra balance, full connection. I'm not saying that, oh my gosh, solving all the problems, but definitely helps a lot. And also is, as I said at the beginning, is 8 different steps that you have to look and work. You can just, put yourself towards one element, not think about the other elements might not working. You need to, just like those design here, we are connected, and we need that. We needed people, we need the social element, we need the physical element, we need the rational element, which, the mind, we need spiritual element, so we can fully to be happy And then when we are not in balance, which is difficult, we know that something's missing. So this is what I say to you, basically. So this is the 8 steps for a better life. I summarize very, very open in a way. I didn't want to go deep further because this is online setup. We're not in person. It would be much nicer to see everyone's face and talk and have a very nice conversation interaction. But for sure, on the next event with a different topic is going to be much more connected in a way. One thing's for sure, when you combine self-belief with deep-root faith, you became unstoppable. That's for sure. And if you don't like your life, you can change it. Don't wait anymore. Be the new you now, because I believe that sometimes we take too long to be or to do things that we're not entirely happy or satisfied. And we just don't know why. We just don't move on. Okay, I'm going to do it. I can start it tomorrow. Just do it. Okay. And the Graceful Womanhood, as you know, is a community. And the idea is to having online events, personal events, and nice conversation, different topics, about marriage, motherhood, education. I want to really talk about health, music, arts, career. But soon as the group starting getting together and I develop further information, I'll provide on WhatsApp group. But I have, loads of ideas of have mentorship, mastermind, monthly one-to-one coaching sessions, tote bags. I'll send you all the information on WhatsApp group for you girls. I'm sure you're gonna like it. So this is just, first online session under this name, under this community. I hope you very much enjoy it. I hope the subject, which is, is important to all of us, you took the time to be here and you could absorb some information and was helpful for you. So guys that you hear, anyone's got any questions? Now feel free to come back.
Hi.
Hi, Alison.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you so much, Tania. It was really interesting because it was actually really clear. It was fascinating. I was making actually quite a few notes as you spoke. So honestly, thank you so much. It is very interesting. And actually, I suppose in a way it sort of comes down to think about what you want and take action and believe in yourself. But what I would actually like to ask is in a way going off on a little tangent. I'd like to know, first of all, how you came to literally put this out there and say, would you like to join this group? I want to know did it come from, were we all part of some other group that you noticed and okay, they might be interested? And also, is there a cost?
Oh, not now, but I'm planning to set up a monthly fee. Because I wanted this to be to everyone and I want to be super affordable, it's going to be £10. So something that I want people really to take the journey and be with us. And I want inviting different people, different experts to talk different subjects. And the idea is to make something much bigger, but at the moment is not chargeable, but it will be chargeable, and I will let you know in the group.
Yeah, sure. And how did you sort of find, for instance, I'm a name that you didn't know. So how did you come across me?
Alison, I don't know if someone's putting you there or if I know you. I know that a lot of people, some people came through Some people came through LinkedIn. Some people came through business group on WhatsApp. Some people came through Facebook group. Some people was recommended and added to a group. I don't know if you're based in London, in Bournemouth or Poole.
No, I'm Bath.
Are you in Bath?
Yes.
Maybe a friend of Veronica or friends of Valeria.
Oh, I know Valeria Findlay Wilson. Yes, she's in
Valeria.
Shaft.
Yeah,
I know Valeria. Yes.
So you came through Valeria then.
Ah, how clever. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how
yeah,
fascinating.
yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I asked. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
so there is a few different people. I haven't promoted this heavily yet.
Yeah.
Just few people that I know and few people that I think could be useful. And the idea is very much appreciate everyone's in the journey and really guide them. Because I think we can always be a better person. And to be a better person, that means we better wives, better workers, better mothers, and then, you know, and to do so much more. But it's so difficult to be in this journey by ourselves. So if we as a community, it's much easier.
Thank you. I just want to thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for coming. And do you have any more questions? Anyone's got a question? Sheila, thank you so much. Thank you, Sheila. Johanna, do you have any questions now that you can hear okay? No, I'm fine. Thais, Maria Claudia, Milena, is anyone's got any questions? Otherwise, I let you guys go and have dinner, I believe. And let me just check here. Sharon said, thank you. Sheila said, thank you. Okay, so guys, thank you so much to be here today. And I really enjoy and share this session with you. I'll send you a feedback sheet later just to get more details. But if you need anything or if you have any particular question and you want to ask, and as I said, this was very general information. January to go through things that's important in our lives. So I didn't go deep in a subject yet. But that's the idea, that we go in the journey, starting question what we do as good and how can we improve it, and then elements to improve it. You know, if in our health, how can we improve our health? If in our career, how can we improve our career? And if it's about relationship or family life, what kind of things that makes all different. And also, if we're going to deep in the faith, what sort of, you know, how can faith really move us and see things from a different perspective, and all the other elements, which would be great to speak to. Anyway, Milena just said, thanks to put it together. It was great. Always good to listen to something positive. Thank you. Was great reminder that we can focus to improve our lives. Exactly, you know. Otherwise, sometimes we just tick the box and continue to do the same thing. And sometimes we like, I need to be shaken. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna do it slightly different, but better. Okay, have a fantastic evening, guys. Thank you, everyone, and see you until the next one.